Hi there, my name is Martha Smith, and I'm going to talk to you today about the play-based learning activity that I have chosen for assignment 2. This activity is called Buttons and More and will focus on the maths concept of number, more precisely counting. It is suitable for preschool children aged 3.5 to 4.5 years and is linked to the Early Years Learning Framework Curriculum Outcome 4, more specifically, Component 4.2. This activity will be introduced to the children with the story of Pete the Cat and His Four Groovy Buttons by Eric Litwin, published in 2014. The children will be invited to an open play space where they may choose to engage with the materials provided, such as buttons, wooden rounds, rollerblade wheels, stacking poles, wooden cat figurines, and wooden blocks of various shapes and sizes. Here are a few examples of play we may see occurring. The children may use the wheels to make a skateboard. They may communicate with one another to create this. They might use language such as, "We need 1, 2, 3, 4 wheels. Can you please pass them to me?" The children might pretend to be the character Pete the Cat, balancing on the skateboard, and use the words he spoke. For example, "I am Pete the Cat, and look, I have 1, 2 groovy buttons." The educator can assist in this activity by extending the children's mathematical language by counting a few numbers ahead or providing small prompts for the next number. The children may use the blocks to make a town and add elements like the cats, blocks, and buttons. Whilst they are doing this, they may count the amount of blocks they have in comparison to a peer's collection of blocks. For example, "I have 4 blocks on my road. How many do you have?" The other child may reply with, "I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 blocks and 1, 2, 3 cats. How many cats do you have?" The educator may help to create another road with the child and then count them out as they place them. "There we go. 1, 2, 3. How many do you think I should have?" The educator can count in sequence when placing items using a one-to-one correspondence style. The children may use the blocks to make a tower or build a stack. They may count the wheels or the stacking rounds as they place them onto the poles available. The educators might hear 1, 2, 3. I need more. Are there any more for me?" Indicating that they don't have enough materials for what they are trying to achieve. A friend may recount the items for the child and say, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you do need more if you want it high up. The educator could play alongside the children and display her creation in stacks of 5 or 10, using her fingers to count up the tower and demonstrate, and then she would be able to name the groups she has created using the cardinality rule. Some more examples of play we may see might be children making homes for the cats, or children using the buttons as lid tops on block creations. Educators could extend these ideas further with singing counting songs or through the use of questions such as, "Wow, how did you know that?" when hearing a child count backwards, or "How do people count to 20?" to prompt discussion and allow the children to think mathematically about what comes next. So, how do children best learn maths and numeracy skills? From birth to 8 years, children can acquire maths and numeracy skills through play. Play-based learning is what occurs in an environment where children are free to explore and interact with people, materials, and their imagination. Bennett and Weidner, 2014, say that play allows children to understand maths concepts such as counting through role play, experimentation, and critical thinking, therefore giving them the confidence to explore further ideas. Vygotsky states that children learn and thrive through interactions with important people in their environment. Through this activity, children will be collaborating with educators and their peers. Educators help develop children's counting in this experience through a process of scaffolding. Scaffolding occurs when a more knowledgeable other sets tasks which are just out of the scope of what the learner knows but are still achievable. Miller, 2011. The educator is doing this when asking questions such as, "What comes next?" Theorist Piaget posits that by using everyday concrete materials within a learning environment, children's understanding of maths concepts are developed. This is exemplified when children point to the wheels or buttons and count them. When children do this action of touching and counting, they are learning through rational counting and one-to-one correspondence. Charlesworth 2011 explains that this is where each numeral count is assigned to an object. In the case of this activity, it could be a block or a wooden circle. Through this, the children are practicing their ability to understand the cardinality rule. This is a rule where children learn that the last number counted is the numerical group they have made. Children are doing this when naming the number of blocks they have stacked. Geary and Van Mile 2018 argue that this is a key component of number knowledge in early childhood development. Throughout this activity, the children are able to strengthen their counting skills across a variety of cognitions. This will ultimately aid in their numeracy skills, as counting is essential for everyday life tasks.